Hello Aquarius, welcome to your March singles reading. We're going to have a look at the tarot and then we'll pull in some oracle cards to get further clarification what March is bringing in for you. So Aquarius, I see that you are coming into March feeling very emotionally in tune and stable. I think you are probably you've either met somebody or you have your eye on somebody. You've had a lot of choices in the past few months. I think there's been a lot of perhaps meeting and dating, be it on online dating or Zoom dating, but one particular person stood out for you, and this particular person you were hoping would progress into something more. You are in a very emotionally available state, and as much as you liked getting out there and dating and meeting all these different opportunities and people, there was one person that caught your eye, and you wanted, something might have happened or progressed, or you wanted it to happen and progress, but for some reason this relationship I think it was really relatively new, all of a sudden came to a sudden standstill, like it just, either the person stopped contacting you or just didn't respond to you, and you actually had and have no idea why. It's kind of left you feeling very, very perplexed and quite perturbed, because it had such, what you felt had such strong potential, all of a sudden just nothing going nowhere, and there was no explanation, or they could have given you an explanation that left you feeling quite hurt, and feeling like you had to defend yourself. It was not something that you could talk about, and you had to, unfortunately, or you will have, it's either this could have happened, or it's going to probably pan out this way in March, that this person is going to reveal something to you that you actually, it's going to leave you quite dumbfounded and quite defensive, like you have to defend your position in something, and it will probably, I see you actually walking away from it. I see you walking away from this relationship. At this point, I can't tell you. If you will look at the cards for further clarification, it's like you choose to walk away because actually it's as much as there is some feeling of letdown. I don't think you're going to be completely brokenhearted, because I think it's quite a relatively new relationship, or it had the potential. It might have just started and then just fell apart for certain reasons, or it was just for a few months that you were starting, you were seeing each other. But more than hurt, I think it leaves you quite surprised and perplexed at this person's rationale for walking away or thinking this relationship won't work. If they gave you an explanation, I'm not even sure if they gave you an explanation, but you choose to actually walk away, which is probably the best thing, because whatever this person did, this feeling of just leaving you hanging and feeling like you have to defend something, this is not a good way to start a relationship. It's not a good way to start a relationship. So let's look at your the romance angels to see what their advice is. So the first card we get is let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Okay, so there's definitely, this person has left you feeling quite on the defensive. Let's put it this way. It's like you just don't understand how people, what happened there, how can it, just like from going so well and having such potential, and then all of a sudden nothing, and just walking away and, you know, just leaving you with no real explanation. Your friends, you know, sometimes when we're in a situation, it's very hard to see, but if you ask your friends, they probably are going to have far greater insight into the situation than you can see. And sometimes we just need somebody to tell us, look, you know, if this is the way they're behaving, if this is what was that, the writing was on the wall and you probably just didn't see it, maybe this, you know, was also about them playing the field, and they were just not serious, you're far better off without them. Your friends are going to have some great insight into this situation. Then we get religious factors. So I think perhaps maybe this could have been one of the big reasons why this person walked away, and either they told you, and which left you quite, you know, defensive and like in shock that somebody would, you know, think that a relationship could not work because of different religious beliefs, or they just unfortunately didn't even tell you and just walked away, which is just as bad, if not worse. So, but that could be if you are in a scenario where there is a big difference in your religious beliefs, it could definitely be a factor. And then we get honeymoon. So I want you to know one thing, that this was not real. This was not real. You know, this honeymoon, you had a short honeymoon period, and it was not real, because if somebody can turn around and do this to you and leave you feeling like this honeymoon period, it was not real. This person was not showing you who they really were, and if I'm hoping this happened soon for you, so that you did not spend too much time invested in this, and that you were able to see the writing on the wall, who this person is, sooner rather than later. And then I pulled a spirit animal card, because this is just the energy I think would be good for you to claim this month. And you got cat spirit. Claim your independence. And I think that's what March is all about for you, is just recognizing that this was actually a blessing in disguise, letting something go that was not meant to be, and that this is a month for you to claim your independence, to stand strong for who you are, what you believe in, and the right person is going to come at the right time. So that is your message for March, dear Aquarius.